Book Club. Hey everyone, Dan here from One Man Book Club. Let's talk about Starter Villain. Ta-da! John Scalzi's newest. It was so much fun, you guys. John Scalzi, How Do I Love Thee? Let Me Count the Ways. Old Man's War. Red Shirts. Fuzzy Nation. The Kaiju Preservation Society. Lock-In. A whole bunch of others. And now Starter Villain. Oh, so fun. So cool. If only he didn't have such a potty mouth. That's my only beef with the guy. Scalzi's COVID-era writings continue to be inspired fun. The Kaiju Preservation Society seemed like a fun one-off, something different from his norm. A wonderful, unexpected adventure. And now that he's followed up with Starter Villain, I'm curious, even hopeful, that this might become his new norm. Standalone, sub 400-page modern joyrides with the sci-fi/fantasy twist. Now, I was sold on Starter Villain from the moment that this glorious cover was released. This should tell you everything you need to know about the tone of the book. It's just a blast. I pre-ordered the book the day this cover was released, and I've been waiting for that day, September 19th, 2023, ever since. Well, September 19th, 2023 arrived, the book arrived, and it took me one day. One day. Luckily, the 19th fell on a work travel day, so I had lots of airport time to get this thing knocked out. It was ridiculously fun. So here it is. It's a down on his luck, reluctant substitute teacher gets the call that we all dream of. His estranged and outrageously wealthy uncle has died. Our unassuming hero is the sole inheritor of the entire estate. So amazing! Problem solved, right? No, of course not. Because that wouldn't be any fun. It turns out that the rich uncle wasn't rich because of his parking garage business. The uncle is rich because he was a supervillain, complete with Volcano Island lair, minions, gadgets, and talking spy cats. Well, let's see, not talking. They're sentient, but they have to use a modified keyboard to type what they want to say. So I guess they have that against them. But they're the perfect spies. Who would suspect the cats? Oh, yeah, the dolphins can talk too. And they're threatening to strike unless their employee demands are met. Okay, now that's what our hero actually inherited. And he's gone from substitute teacher to supervillain overnight. He gets all of the cool stuff and all of the enemies too. This turns into this most fun fish out of water story I've read maybe ever. I love the creative use of all the supervillain stereotypes to make this witty and lighthearted story that makes you root for the underdog, especially when he has to out-villain the other experienced villains. Like I said, my only beef with John Scalzi is his use of language. He's very free with the F-bombs, and that limits the breadth of who I'm comfortable recommending his books to. There's no sex, no graphic violence. If you're comfortable reading about dolphins with a severe problem with potty talking and a bunch of other characters that do the same thing, then jump right in. It's a lot of fun. I will say best for adults with this book. But happy reading if you choose to pick it up. It's so much fun. See you guys.